Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here. Better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate.
Welcome back to the Government Report. What happens when the richest man in the world clashes with one of the most powerful figures in politics? You get a feud that's too big to ignore. Elon Musk and Donald Trump were once an unexpected but powerful duo, a tech genius and a political leader who together influenced everything from the economy to free speech. But now, that alliance has exploded into a full-blown breakup filled with jabs, threats, and drama that feels straight out of a reality show. Their relationship was always strange. Musk, the quiet and calculated innovator, and Trump, the loud and unpredictable US president. Still, they found common ground and built a surprising partnership that shaped headlines and policies alike. But now, everything's fallen apart. In just a few days, their bond crumbled, and what's left is a growing tension that has people asking, will this fight cool off, or are we about to see an all-out war between two of the biggest forces in America? In this installment of the Government Report, we will find out everything in detail. The unbeatable alliance.
I just want to thank Elon and all of his people. Most of those people are staying. Almost all of them are staying, and they're going to be with us. And you're going to see the results coming long into the future. Even a year and 2 years later, you're going to see a lot of the results, and those hundreds of billions of dollars are going to be adding up, and they're going to continue to add. It'll be interesting, really interesting to see.
The relationship between Donald Trump and Elon Musk had always felt like an unlikely pairing, almost like an odd couple pulled from different worlds. On one side, you had Donald Trump, a career politician and media showman who thrived on big rallies, bold speeches, and traditional political tactics. On the other, there was Elon Musk, the unpredictable tech genius who spoke in memes, built electric cars, and launched rockets into space. Their backgrounds couldn't have been more different, but strangely enough, when they came together, their partnership turned out to be extremely powerful. In the 2024 election, Musk threw his full support behind Trump. He didn't just tweet in his favor, he backed it up with money. Nearly $300 million of Musk's fortune went toward Trump's campaign, making Musk one of the largest political donors in US history. This was more than just financial support. It was a full-blown alliance. And Trump knew how to return the favor. Once he reclaimed the White House in January 2025, Trump rewarded Musk with something that money alone couldn't buy: massive influence over the US government. Trump created a brand new government department called the Department of Government Efficiency, ironically known by the acronym DOGE, a nod to Musk's favorite meme coin. But this was no joke. Musk was given full control to do what he does best: shake things up. His mission was to slash government spending, fire what he saw as unnecessary federal workers, and rebuild agencies from the ground up. It was a bold move, and Musk wasted no time. He treated the task with the same sharp-edged strategy he used after buying Twitter, where he laid off a huge portion of the company's staff in a matter of weeks. In just his first 100 days running Doge, Musk led the charge in firing tens of thousands of federal employees. Several government agencies were either drastically reduced or completely restructured. Trump praised these actions, proudly calling it the effective dismantling of agencies that were bloated and broken. For a while, it all seemed to be going smoothly. Musk was living out his dream of being a government reformer, tearing down what he saw as outdated systems. Meanwhile, Trump got to show the public he was serious about shrinking the government and saving taxpayer dollars. Their bond grew stronger during this time. Musk even moved into Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, where he became part of the president's close inner circle. The two were seen together constantly, working late into the night and making decisions that would affect millions. Musk even started referring to himself as Trump's first buddy, a mix of humor and truth that showed how deep their connection had become. For a while, their relationship looked solid, powerful, productive, and surprisingly effective. But as history has shown many times, when two giant egos come together, the story doesn't always end the way it begins. the early cracks. But beneath the surface, tensions were building. The first signs of trouble emerged when Trump began pushing his signature domestic policy legislation, which he proudly called the One Big Beautiful Bill. This massive piece of legislation combined tax cuts, spending increases, and border security funding into a single package designed to cement Trump's legacy. The Congressional Budget Office estimated the bill would cut taxes by $3.7 trillion while increasing the national deficit by $2.4 trillion over the next decade. For Musk, who had spent months preaching fiscal responsibility through Doge, this was a betrayal of everything he thought he was working toward. The bill seemed to undo all the cost-cutting work his team had accomplished. As one source close to the situation noted, Musk felt the legislation would exacerbate the federal deficit instead of reducing it, undermining the efforts of the Doge team. Initially, Musk kept his concerns private, hoping to influence the bill behind closed doors. But as the legislation moved through Congress largely unchanged, his frustration grew. The explosion in 5 hours. The relationship imploded on June 5, 2025, in what can only be described as a political earthquake. The day began with Musk taking subtle shots at Trump by sharing old tweets where the former president had criticized deficit spending. "Wise words," Musk commented sarcastically on a 2013 Trump tweet about the dangers of increasing the national debt. But the real fireworks started at noon when Trump, speaking to reporters during a White House event with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, decided to address Musk's criticism directly. "Elon is upset because we took the EV mandate, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles," Trump said, suggesting that Musk's opposition was purely about protecting Tesla's subsidies. Trump continued, "I am very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot." That's when all hell broke loose. Within minutes of Trump's comments, Musk fired back at X with a series of increasingly heated posts. "Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51 to 49 in the Senate," Musk declared. He followed that with "such ingratitude," making it clear he felt Trump owed his political comeback to Musk's support. The exchange quickly escalated beyond policy disagreements into personal attacks. Trump threatened to eliminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts, potentially putting at risk the $22 billion in government contracts that SpaceX relies on. Musk responded by threatening to decommission SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft, the only American vehicle capable of transporting astronauts to the International Space Station. In perhaps the most shocking moment, Musk replied, "Yes," to a post suggesting Trump should be impeached. The immediate consequences were severe. Elon Musk backed down first. As quickly as the feud had erupted, signs of reconciliation began to emerge. By Saturday, just one day after their explosive exchange, Musk was already showing signs of backing down. He deleted several of his most inflammatory posts, including ones that accused Trump of having connections to Jeffrey Epstein and called for his impeachment. When billionaire investor Bill Ackman posted a message urging both men to reconcile for the good of our great country, Musk replied, "You're not wrong." The turning point came when Vice President J.D. Vance and White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles reached out to Musk over the weekend, urging him to end the feud. Their message was clear: continuing the fight would hurt everyone involved. On Monday night, June 9th, Musk called Trump directly to express his regret. 2 days later, Musk posted a public apology on X. "I regret some of my posts about President Trump last week. They went too far.
I have no hard feelings. I was really surprised that happened."
Trump, for his part, seemed ready to move past the conflict. In an interview, he said, "Honestly, I harbor no animosity. I was genuinely taken aback by what transpired." I believe he genuinely regrets making those comments. When asked if they could reconcile, Trump replied, "I suppose I could, but we need to rectify the country first." The deeper issues. While both men have taken steps toward reconciliation, the fundamental disagreements that caused their split remain unresolved. Musk's concerns about fiscal responsibility haven't disappeared, and Trump's one big beautiful bill is still moving through Congress with its massive deficit implications intact. The contradiction between Musk's cost-cutting mission at DOGE and Trump's big spending legislative agenda represents a deeper philosophical divide about the role of government. There's also the question of Musk's political future. During the height of their feud, Musk suggested creating a new political party in America that represents the 80% in the middle, hinting at his dissatisfaction with both major parties. While he backed down from this idea, it revealed his ongoing frustration with the political establishment, including Trump's approach to governance. The electric vehicle issue that Trump cited as a source of their conflict also remains problematic. Trump's bill includes the elimination of the $7,500 EV tax credit that benefits Tesla buyers. While Musk had previously said ending the credit would benefit Tesla by hurting competitors more, Tesla's recent struggles have made him more dependent on government support than he'd like to admit. Looking ahead, the Trump-Musk relationship faces an uncertain future. Both men are known for their volatile personalities and tendency to hold grudges, making a complete reconciliation challenging. Trump has warned of serious consequences if Musk funds Democratic candidates in future elections, while Musk has hinted he might reduce his political involvement going forward. The 2026 midterm elections will provide the first real test of whether their relationship can be repaired. Republicans desperately need Musk's financial support and technological expertise to maintain their narrow congressional majorities. If Musk decides to sit out the midterms, or worse, support Democrats, it could be devastating for Republican chances. From a policy perspective, the success or failure of Trump's one big beautiful bill will largely determine whether their fundamental disagreements can be resolved. If the legislation passes and proves successful without dramatically worsening the deficit, Musk may be more willing to support Trump's approach. But if it leads to a fiscal crisis or political backlash, it will vindicate Musk's concerns and make future cooperation unlikely. The nuclear option versus de-escalation. So will the Trump-Musk feud go nuclear or de-escalate? The evidence suggests both men have too much to lose from a prolonged conflict. Trump needs Musk's money, technology expertise, and appeal to younger voters. Musk needs Trump's regulatory protection and government contracts. Their brief war demonstrated the mutual destruction that awaits if they can't find a way to work together. The most likely scenario is an uneasy truce rather than a full reconciliation. Both men will probably avoid confrontation while pursuing their separate agendas. Trump will focus on passing his legislative priorities and preparing for potential 2028 successors, while Musk will return his attention to Tesla, SpaceX, and his other business ventures. They may work together when their interests align, but the days of Musk serving as Trump's first buddy are probably over. The bigger question is what this breakdown means for American politics. The Trump-Musk alliance represented something new, a fusion of political power and technological innovation that promised to reshape government. Their split shows the limits of such partnerships when fundamental disagreements emerge. It also demonstrates how quickly political alliances can crumble in the age of social media, where grievances can explode into public warfare in a matter of hours. In the end, the Musk-Trump fallout shows how risky it can be when business, politics, and big egos mix at the top. Maybe they'll team up again someday, but things won't ever be like before. The real question now is, can American politics really work when even its biggest names can't stay on the same page? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates.